Midnight is a psychologically and emotionally revealing hour. For most people, this is when the body is at rest, but the mind begins to wander. Defenses lower, distractions fade, and what is usually pushed down during the day starts to rise. Some are asleep, processing everything they didn't have time to feel. Others are awake, sitting with thoughts they can't ignore. Loneliness can feel louder here. Desire becomes more honest. Regret harder to escape. So if you've been drawn to this reading, whether you're watching this now or finding it later, this may be tapping into what is being felt, not spoken, during those quiet hours. Let us take a look at what's really coming up when everything else goes still. Welcome to Blind at Midnight. At midnight, this is the energy of being caught mid-stride, moving through a portal of renewal while still feeling tethered to the past. You're closing out cycles, but not without resistance, because the truth is, you placed real hope in what was. There are still things about the past, about this person, this connection, this vision that you admire, and that's what makes it difficult to fully release. What you may be avoiding in this space is accepting that you cannot take the past with you in its current form. Not everything can cross into the next version of life unchanged. Between you and them, there's a sense of a ticking clock, an anxiety around time running out, or the fear that something will be lost if it doesn't happen now. But the divine is not asking you to rush. The invitation here is to trust that the awakening you're moving through and the renewal that comes with it has the power to reestablish things in ways you once thought were impossible. Not in this lifetime, in the reversed, is not a denial, it is a shift. It is the understanding that with God all things are possible, and with time all things are possible as well. But not in the same form, not through the same version of you, not through the same structure that existed before. This is a rebirth that asks you to release what was so that what is truly meant for you can return, transformed, aligned, and ready. At midnight, you are not losing something. You are being asked to trust that what is meant for you is not bound to the past. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bethany Alexandria. I am your host and reader, Thelia. A warm welcome back to our new and returning viewers, and to our subscribers, a special shout out. For this reading, the template has shifted in reminiscence of the midnight energy. This reading may resonate with you, especially if you have been seeing the following angel numbers. Angel number 222, 303, 88, 717, 333, 66, 444, 616, 1055, 144. We have repeats of 717, 616, and that's it. Okay. For card 1, what is rising in the quiet? These are your thoughts, your emotions, or truths that are coming up during the midnight hour that you may find yourself suppressing during the day. The second card, what are you avoiding by staying awake or by choosing to embrace sleep, depending on where you are when you are catching this reading? These energies will show you what it is that you're running from. This could be through numbing or delaying instead of facing. Sometimes sleep can be a positive or a negative buffer in the face of decision making. Third card, what is the truth that you only admit to yourself in the dark? What is it that you know deep down but won't say out loud in daylight? Card 4, what is happening between you and whatever it is that is rising up in you in the quiet? And we will close out with Spirit's advice, which is there to provide you with guardrails as to the possibility of a direction for you to move through what is being revealed in the energy. Spirit guides, for those who will resonate with this reading and the messages. What is rising in the quiet for the collective? We have awakened rebirth. Become conscious, stay aware, and embrace the renewal of your essence. Starting over, I'm hearing How Do I by Celine Dion. Closing out cycles, tying up chapters of the past, things from yesterday, and allowing ourselves to step through newness, the kind of newness whereby you walk with a sense of curiosity, awe, intrigue, openness, versus you visiting a place that you've visited for many cycles, which, if you were to think about it, would be akin to the energy of the past. The past is already known to you, the terrain already revealed, already traveled, the secrets revealed, the oracles have spoken, and now you're facing starting out on a new door. You may be staying awake because you feel a sense of lack. You feel you don't have all the keys. And you're not entirely sure how to embrace this newness. You don't even know what this newness really is. The essence of it you have yet to taste because the journey is still yet so fresh, is what I am hearing and feeling. What is it that you are avoiding by thinking over and over about this new start? We have It's Not Worth Waiting For. This past that you haven't been able to shake just yet. This past that still has tethers and receipt bills. You may still be arguing and or negotiating with someone from the past. There may be contractual agreements or obligations that still hold a tether to your energy field and call your attention to what you probably would rather leave behind. You're staying up late because you are scared of tomorrow. You're longing for a past that won't serve your future. 1133 coming through. What is the truth that you only will admit in this space of sleep avoidance or actual sleep cycle? What is the truth that you only admit in the dark? Collective. We have admire. Are you tied to a sense of admiration for the past? Are you tied to a bandwidth of some emotional bond that you may have shared with another being, another light that may have mirrored back to you an aspect of yourself that you haven't found in anyone else? But does that change the fact that it's not worth waiting for? The truth you only admit in the dark. You're still admiring something from the past that really has delays tied to it. With this, it's not worth waiting for energy. And this is why the need for you to be aware is here. So you are going through a death and rebirth process. And while you are going through this portal, this reading is almost catching you one leg beyond the threshold and one leg still straddling the past. There are memories here upon which you may have placed a certain sense of hope for the future. And it is these tethers to what you had hoped would have been. These are the things that you need to be aware of. While you're in this space, of this truth, of what you had hoped would have been, let's see what is happening between this state and your own awakening. Spirit guides, we have ticking clock. So time through the hourglass is slipping by you. This is valuable time. Your spirit guides are saying. Between you admiring the dreams that may have gone 30% or halfway or 99% but didn't quite make it, it just fell short. While you are stuck thinking about what wasn't or what was, you are losing time. You are putting a pause on the evolution of your own love story. Ticking clock. Let love unfold naturally and give it time to grow. Become conscious of time. There is an invitation as well for you to embrace divine favor and how divine favor has a way of bringing about a renewal of your essence that makes you appear to be timeless. This may be your attitude. This may be how you are consistently resilient in showing up for your friends, your family, your children, your partner, yourself, your rugby team, your yacht team, whatever it is that you're into. When you understand that this renewal is a gift that's on offer for you, the things that are admirable in the past were admirable in the past will burn away, and that energy will be transmuted into a bandwidth that will take you into the future. What you may find is that walking away from the past will have you headed towards a future where it seems like the past caught up with you anyhow. This is about releasing the fear of missing out. Spirit guides, what is your advice for the collective? For those who will resonate with this reading? Not in this lifetime. Like I said, you will find that the thing that you have been lamenting upon, the what ifs, the should haves, that's keeping you 1 foot in the past, if you trust the divine's ability to reawaken and renew time, you will find that the past and the present all converge into one. Ticking clock, not in this lifetime, in the reverse, gives all things are possible. Through Christ, who strengthens me. The possibility of things. Why Christ? Christ is an energetic pathway of renewal and rebirth. And there will be individuals whom over eons of time will consistently embody a highly concentrated version of the Christ template, and they may not always be called Yeshua, and his partner may not always be Mary. It's a timeless story. It's an archetypal story. It's a story that's depicting energies in this dance of life. This could be even your parents. And for all beings, if you were to rely upon the Bible, which is it's a mathematical book. It talks about everything. With the right study and the right guidance and the supportive literature to help you in your study, you will find that you and your family, your energies, your archetypal energies are depicted in the Bible. But then if you're not a child of the divine, if you're just here, you just got spat out of a womb and oh my God, the sun's blinding and I'm stunted and I have no idea and I belong to nothing and there is no thread of connectivity between you and, in this case, for what we're exploring now, the past, your ancestors. These tethers do matter. Awakened rebirth. How do I move forward? How do I stay aware enough that I'm not repeating the mistakes from the past? Try not to be overly anxious about not making any missteps. You staying awake, worried about how things will go and how the renewal will go, is only pushing sleep away. And for those of you who are listening to this outside of sleep, you may be on the opposite side, where this is you releasing, letting go, allowing things to be, allowing yourself to be inspired on this new path as well, to hear the beckoning of this new song of renewal, hope, butterflies, wonderment, joy. The pages are not yet all filled in this storyline. The timing hasn't been set, but it needs your attention. It needs your dedication. It needs your trust. Let love unfold naturally and give it time to grow, because with time, you will find that all things will become possible. If you found this reading to be revealing, enlightening, or affirming of your experience, I invite you back for the next reading. Until next time, bye for now.